Hi everyone and welcome to Child Tech. In this video we're looking at the Cambridge IGCSE ICT paper 2 data manipulation May-June 2020, and we're looking at the second variant. Okay, so let's proceed to the database. So task 3 is database. Okay, you're now going to prepare some reports. These are to be imported in the format of, let's take note of this, day, month, year. Okay, now using a stable package, database package, import the file J220 results. So I'm going to open my database right here. I'm just going to search for it. Database assets. Okay, I'm going to create a blank database, and I'm just going to child and the DB. Okay, I'm going to save this. I'm just going to open the directory to where I'm going to save it. Just going to open it. Okay, I'm going to save it here. Okay, so I'm going to create it here. I'm going to close this table, we don't need it. And I'm going to click on external data, new data source from file, text file. Obviously, if your CSV doesn't work, you could save it in Excel and import it as an Excel work. Okay, so obviously you have to go from new data source. I'm just going to show you how to do it. Click on new data source from file and then to Excel. Okay, I'm going to browse. Okay, just looking for location of the file. Okay, there's it right here, so I'm going to click on open. Okay, now this is a CSV, that is comma separated value, so you're going to see it like this. Okay, so since the comma separated value is going to put each of them in their field. Remember, if you don't check this, it's going to go as field 1. Okay, so you have to be careful. For example, if you do this, it's going to show as field 1, so you have to be careful. So you have to check this to bring this as the fields. Then you have this like this. So let's just going to move this here. Okay, so the race ID to the code club is text. Race ID to the club code rather is text. Date of birth is age Jan. Okay, this double obviously is going to store and display to a 2 decimal place. Event rank, points, raising number. Obviously, I think most of the time the changes you usually make are the booleans. Okay, so for penalty, change it to yes or no. The rest are text. Okay, for my case, raise ID, user ID. So obviously, -1 is yes and 0 is no. Close. Going to open. Going to adjust. Okay. Alright, so going to switch this save. Now obviously to check the dates, probably you need to scroll down to see the files you're going to add. Okay, so the birth date is going to be this. Okay, so you have an idea. So what we are going to do mostly will just be to change the penalty. Click on lookup, change it from checkbox to text box, and then you switch to design sheet. Endeavor to save. So yes, so we have yes, no, no, no. Okay, it's fine. To 760 records. Okay. The other one is set to 2 decimal place. No, so I'm going to adjust this. Not all is in 2 decimal place. So I'm going to adjust the average MPH. Click on general. So right here, I'm just going to switch to standard and change this to 2 decimal place. Okay, save. Now we have it here. Okay, then 2 decimal places right here. Okay, save. Place your evidence document a screenshot showing the primary key field, the primary key, the field names, and the data type used in the table. So let's go to see the primary key, field names, and the data type used in the table. Okay, so going to switch this to design view. Because my screen is small, I'm going to move them up. Search for my snipping tool. Okay, close this. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna open my evidence document. This will be evidence 5. I think I have to take it because I don't think, yeah, I knew some fields were missing. Obviously, I'm just gonna take 2 screenshots here. Because clearly, because of my screen size, I'm unable to take. Okay, so I'm just gonna take 2 screenshots. I'm going to click on picture, crop. Okay, so I've been able to patch it. Sometimes you just have to patch it. Okay. So I've just patched it. All right. Okay, so I'm going to click on file, click on save. Because invariably what they want to see here is the primary key, the fields, and the data type as well. Import the file, J220 club, save, click on external data. Okay, okay. Is it comma separated values? So yeah, no. Please ensure you check this. Very important to get the feed names. First will contain feed names. So let's say I want to choose club ID will be my primary key. We can just have a sneak peek. So all of them is okay. Okay, next, finish. Okay, just trying to get other fields. Okay, save, close. Okay, save and close. Click on database tools to create your relationship. Put the two tables. Hold your control, select the two tables, then add selected tables. Okay. Create a one-to-many relationship between the club ID with club code. Club ID in the club table, club code in the result table. We're going to create this, and now we're going to place an evidence document screenshot showing the type of relationship used. Just double click on this. It's important you take these two screenshots. Okay, this will be evidence 6. Okay, wait, click on file, click on save. These have been created. Now enter the following details as a new record in the result table. Okay, save. You right click to save and then right click to close. Okay, so we're going to create in the result table. We're going to create a new record in the result table. So I'm going to click right here. Watch this. Where you see a new blank record, click on it, and then we can start adding records. I'm just going to copy the visa ID, paste it here, last name, copy, paste it here, first name, copy, paste it here, club code, copy, paste it here, birth date, paste it here, age, okay, point, the event rank 6, okay, point is 105, the visa number is 155. So gonna be yes, senior, gonna be 19, okay, to 29, expert, female, So I'm a bit down with malaria, so obviously that is bit going to affect a bit in the video, but I'll try as much as possible to be up to speed. Okay, so yeah, we have this. So we are done with this. Check your data for errors, save the data. Okay, now we're going to using fee from both tables, produce a tabular report. Now the mistakes of students is that they just rush in to create a report without creating a query. Big mistake, guys. If you do it, you're not going. Obviously, you're going to lose a lot of marks. Okay, so please, the first thing you do is creating a query. Okay, so let's using fee from both table, produce a tabular report. This is the first thing you do. This is the first thing you do. We're going to show a feed on the query to this. Okay, so we're going to click on create query wizard, a simple query wizard. Now, so let's show the feeds. First name, double click, last name, club name, going to double click, category, double click, gender, double click, event rank, double click. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah. Next, what is the title? We say the title for the report is going to be a title for the query as well. Result by category. I'm going to copy this as a title displayed in larger font, fully visible at the top of the page. So we're going to now, for any reason yours is unable to save with the title given, you just save it like that. You can just type HI home or something, I don't know, and you save it, and then you can actually rename it. Okay, what do I mean? Let me close this query for a minute. Now you can right click here and click on rename to do that. Okay, okay, so that's the now there are two types of query you want. The first one will be the criteria, the other one will be creating a new field. Obviously, in this particular report, we're not creating a new field, so we're just going to run the criteria. So the event rank is 5 or less. Event rank, click on home, switch to design view, is 5 or less, so that's less than equals to 5. So obviously it's 5 or less, that's for the event rank, 5 or less. So less than or equals to 5. We run each criteria one at a time. Okay, so we have 69 records. Ability does not include novice. Okay, so obviously I'm going to copy this. Does not include that. There are two symbols we could use here. I'm going to put this down. We could use not novice, or this symbol right here, novice. Now whichever one you do works. Okay, so whichever one you're going to use works. Okay, so I'm going to use ability. Yeah, now if you look at this field, ability is not there. Now what you're going to do is this: you're going to add that field. Okay, so obviously there's something there. Yes, you're going to add this field here, ability, and we're going to run the criteria. Does not include novice. Now, when we run it, you will see that we have 59 records. Now, but we don't want to show it, so we're going to uncheck it. And then we can run it to see that we have just 59 records. Okay? Okay? So I think that we are done with this. We're done with creating this query. So I'm going to save it and I'm going to close it. I'm going to click on create, click on report wizard, and under the query I'm going to move everything to the selected field. Next. Now the question say do not group the data. So this is an ungroup data. Why this is a group data? Okay, know the difference, right? Next. Next. Sort the data into descending order of category. Descending order of category. So we're going to sort it into descending order and ascending order of event rank. Ascending order of what? Event rank. So that's what we're going to do. So we have descending order of category and ascending order of what? Event rank. Okay. Next. Now the tabular report, don't forget, and it's going to be a page orientation of portraits. So next. Now our title is going to be this. Going to copy it. Obviously in exam you're not going to copy, you're going to type. So finish, need to close, switch this to layout view. Okay, now let's format this. So I'm going to, because it has to be larger, going to bold this, change this to black. I think I'm done with this. Now let's sort the feed. So the first one is first name. Hold my control. Okay, now the first one we have is what? First name and last name. So let me move this to first. Using my arrow right, and I'm going to adjust it. Hold my control to adjust it a bit. I'm going to move it. Okay. The next one is what? Club name. Okay, club name, category. Okay. Gender. Then we have the event rank. Okay. Right. So we have been able to do this in this order. So this is the report. This has been sorted and is fit on a page wide. Just want to know what remains. I've been able to include only the title result by category as the title display in a larger font size fully display at the top of the page. Now we're going to calculate the numbers of razors and place this under the gender column, formatted as what? An integer. The numbers of razors okay. Okay. Obviously, under the gender, we want to know the numbers of razors that we have in total. So I'm going to click on the report layout, and we want to count the values because obviously they say we have to format it as an integer. So we want to count the values, and it has to be formatted there. Okay. Okay. So we're going to count it. Um, Numbers of razors under the gender. So we're going to count this. So click on total, and we're going to count the records. Okay. Because obviously we want to know how many razors there are in total. I'm just going to switch it 59, and it's already formatted as an integer, so that's fine. Okay, now it has the label numbers of razors. So I'm going to switch this to my design view. Okay, click on the report design, get it label, paste this. Obviously in your exam you're going to type it. It has your name, center number, candidate number in the footer of the report, so it appears on every page. Okay, so it appears on every page. So obviously what we're going to do, we're going to paste this in the page report, in the footer, in the page footer, sorry. So let me forget right now. We'll place this right here in the page footer. This is the report footer and this is the page footer. Now the page footer means it's going to appear on every page. The report footer means it's going to be at the bottom. Okay. So I'm going to click on my labels. I'm going to track this. I have a gyro, ND. My center number has always been AN0117. A for gyro, N for ND. Candidate number 2023. Okay, click on format, utilize it, make this black, bold it, can make this 12, no crime for 13. Okay, click on home, right click, save, switch to layout, move this. Okay, okay, I'm just going to click on format. Okay, I can always do this. Yeah, okay, so we have numbers of visitors. Yeah, there's no crime doing this. Yeah. So anything left? Now we can save and print our report. and this is going to be printout 2. Copy it. Now I'm going to click on save, click on home, switch it to print preview, and then we have this. We can now go through, and then we can see our name, center number appearing in all of them. Okay, I'm going to save this quickly. Endeavor that the name of your printer is Microsoft Print to PDF or any PDF reader you have. Ensure that you save your work to a PDF first. Okay, and click on OK. I'm going to look for where to save it. Right, this is going to be printout 2. Save. Okay. Make sure that you have entered your name, star number, candidate number, the report. They always make emphasis to this because obviously if you don't do it, you have yourself to blame. Evidence 7, place your evidence document a screenshot of the formula used in database to calculate the numbers of razors. Okay, so let's do that. We're going to switch right now. Going to close this, switch to design view, and I'm going to take a snip. Okay, so this is going to be in evidence 7. Okay, I'm just going to copy it again. Oh. Okay, okay, I'm just going to take this. Yeah. Okay, and now this will be in evidence 7. So you can always adjust it a bit. Yeah. Click on file, click on save. Okay, so we are done with this part. Moving on to the next one. Select field from both tables, produce a tabular report. Now for us to do that, we have to first of all create a query. Okay, I'm going to close this, click on create query wizard, simple query wizard. Now don't tamper with the query, please don't tamper with the query. You're creating it from both tables, so stick with that. For both tables, we're going to create the fields, so let's do that, which is this. So let's do that. Right, show only the following 9 fields: first name, last name, club name, location, category. Event rank, penalty, average MPH, and finally revise MPH. So obviously, for us to do the revise MPH, we have to create a new field for it. So I think we're done. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next, next. The title is going to be include the speed at the top of the field, formatted. Now they give us a specification. Whenever they give me a specification, please stick to the specification and don't add anything else, please. Thank you. All right. When they don't give you, then you're free to be creative. You know. Yeah. Save. This. Obviously, if we come to club, you can see that this plus means it has been linked. That's how you know it's been linked. Now you can see all the members, all the users in this club. Okay, so please, that is one way to know if you have created a relationship. All right. In case we have speed penalties applied. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to run the criteria first, and then we're going to create a new field. Okay. All right. So location includes the text. Click on home, design view. Now I've talked about wildcard. If you've been watching my videos, you know I've been probably stressing about wildcard a lot. So obviously, when you have asterisk east, this means it's going to end with east, and when you have east, this means it's beginning with east, and when you have this means it's going to be in between words containing whatever has to have east. Okay. So include location includes the text east. Copy. I'm going to run it. Okay. Category is senior. Copy it. It will send you 1. So we have 75. Penalty is yes. Right click. So we have 20 records. Okay. So now we're going to create okay, we've run the criteria here. Okay, now we're going to create a new field called the revise MPH. Okay, so now we're going to, they said using the data from the ABPH field, and we're using this by 5%. So obviously we're going to do a small calculation here. Let's let the AVH MPH that we don't know be 100%, because obviously we don't know what it is yet. So now if we're going to use 5% from it, this is going to be 100 divided by 100 minus 5 divided by 100. Okay, so this is going to give us if we do division, it's going to give us 100, okay, minus 5. Okay, and now we're going to have this over 100. Now equals to 100 minus 5 is going to be 95, right, over 100. And if we divide the both of them, it's going to give us 0.95. So at the end of the day, we're able to have okay, at the end of the day, we're able to have we're able to know after reducing 5% from this, we're able to have 95%, which at the end of the day gave us 0.95. So we're going to multiply the AVP, right? So the format we're going to have equals to AVG underscore MPH right, times 0.95. Okay, all right. Okay, so now we've done this, so let's proceed. So we're going to switch to design view. We can close this. We're going to create a new field. We're going to click on builder, and we're going to click here, multiply 0.95. Okay, now this is going to be parameter 1. So we're going to copy this, we're going to paste it. Okay, all right. So I've done this, so we're going to run it. Okay, now we're going to see that the question says to display 2 decimal places only, and we're having more than 2 decimal places, so we're going to switch to design view. So right here in this field, we're going to click on property sheet, format, we're going to make it standard, and we're going to make this 2 decimal places. Okay, we're going to run it again, and then we have it. Okay, all right. So I think we're done with this query. A bit tricky, but I think we have a hand on it. Okay, so now we are done. We can save this, and then we can create our query. So let's close it. Yes. So click on create, report wizard, switch to speed penalties. We're going to move everything now to the selected field. Next. Now they say do not group the data. Please don't group it. Obviously this is a group data, this is ungrouped, so leave it ungrouped. Next. What are we sorting? Sort the data into descending order of AVG. Okay, descending order of it. Next, it has to be a landscape. Okay, next we're going to copy this title. Now, like I said, if yours doesn't work, please just type save it like that, and of course you can actually rename it, which I've done in this video. Okay, going to close this, switch to my layout view, and I'm going to apply this immediately. Click here, format. Now what they say we should do, 30, and funny enough, that's what I've always been doing. 30 in a black. I've always been doing that. Serif Times New Roman. I've not been doing Times New Roman. Okay, with all data fully visible. So I think we're done with this. So we can start. You know, let's look at what we've done and what remains. Now, obviously, the AVG begins at the second to the last. So obviously, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do something here. Okay, so I'm going to copy this, hold my control and highlight it, and I'll move it here. Okay, and then I can move everything here while holding my control. Okay, now I can hold my control, both the title, the feed name, and the records. have to be selected together. Please, we're going to ensure that nothing is very important. Okay. Okay. Obviously, they made this a landscape because of all this. Select the feed name and the feed name and the feed records as well. We're going to make this a landscape. Um, left alignment, sorry. Obviously, values and booleans are usually at the left, so I'm going to make it left align. Okay. Okay, make this left align. Okay, I knew something was wrong. This is why it's important to always check that all the values are fully visible. Very, very important that they are fully visible. Okay. All right, so we have this. So yes, what else are we doing? So I've been able to sort this in this order: the first name, last name, club name, location, category, event rank, penalty, average MPH, revised MPH in this order. Displayed in full, very important. So we've done this. Now it has my name, center number, and candidate number on the report, right? Now it can be on the report footer, page footer, whichever one works. But I'm just going to stick with, let me save this on the page footer. Okay, undo. You can always undo. Control plus Z to undo. Just gonna move this here a bit. Okay. Now click on the labels. Gel, ND, comma. My center number has always been AN017, comma 2023. Format, center line, make it a black font, bold. It's no crime to make it 13. You're not going to be jailed. Okay. All right. Yeah. The movie here. Alright, so we have this. I'm going to save this. Switch it to print preview, so we can just check through to ensure that no particular field is overlapping. All the records are clearly shown. Clearly, the word clearly shown. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So So I think we're done. Yeah. So we have this. Okay. So this is also a report. So this is going to be printout 3. Copy. And we're going to print this. Please ensure that it is to PDF. I have other printers here, but obviously the one I love using is the offline printer, which is your PDF printer. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This is printout 3. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 is remaining. So yeah. Okay. So this is done. Export this report to your work area in which text format? So we're importing the report. So we're going to import it. So let me close. So to do that, speed penalty applied. I'm going to close. Right click. I'll click on export to a rich text file, a rich text format. Okay, right click, export to this. I want to be sure. Yes. Okay. All right. Place your evidence document in screenshot to show the exported file saved in your work area. Make sure, oh, with the file name SPA. I didn't see that coming. With the file name SPA, sorry, my bad. My bad. My bad. I'm going to export this. And I'm going to use this. Okay. So sort by date modified. I'm going to delete this. Obviously, my bad. Yeah. So I'm going to take a snip tool. They show you use a light background, not a dark background. Okay. So this is going to be what evidence 8. I'm going to adjust this, crop it if possible. Yes, there are some things that are not needed. I think that has come up. Okay, I can still adjust it a bit. Okay, so I think we're going to print our evidence document in this video. Yes, we're going to do that. So we are done with the database part. So what we are going to do now is we're going to print the evidence document. Yes, printing the evidence document. Save and print your evidence document. This is going to be printout 6. Copy. Okay. Now they said make sure your name, center number, candidate number appears on every page of your evidence document. So we have it here. Yeah. So I'm going to click on File, Save, File, Print, and then we can see an overview of this. Okay, and then we can click on Print. Just going to change it. Okay, this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So we're officially done with this paper, and we have printed the evidence document as well. And then you can see all our printouts here. Obviously, in your exam paper, you're going to send this to the printer. All your printouts. I think we're having just 7 printouts in total, so you're going to send all your 7 printouts to it. So thank you very much. Please don't just watch this video, practice along with it. Very, very important. And don't just practice, please like this video. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel right here. My YouTube channel is right here. You can just click on the subscribe button to get more amazing tips. Trust me, this channel is loaded with a lot of IGCSE materials that you could just get a spin on it. So please do that and have fun with it. Okay, see you next time.